Hello everyone, welcome to another Plat Fighter News Alert. Before I begin, I just want to let you know that you should subscribe to this channel if you want to continue to get the latest news updates on any and all platform fighting games. I feel like I say this every time, but this is gonna be a long one because of the time gap between the last news alert and this one. Support platform fighters for the sake of the growth of the community. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 has had some big updates since the last news alert. The main one being Zuko and Rocksteady being added to the game. Zuko can be fun, but I couldn't get into him. The big thing for me is not being able to grab while you have a sword. My favorite thing about Zuko is that he can reflect Azula's lightning back at her with his taunt. So yeah, my favorite thing is an Easter egg and not a gameplay related thing, but it's still cool. Now Rocksteady. He is a very fun character. I vibe with him heavily, and I think at worst he'll end up being my secondary, which is interesting because I was not really looking forward to Rocksteady. Not that I was really against his inclusion, he just didn't do it for me as a pick, but man, in execution he is really fun. There have been a bunch of new modes added to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 as well. There is Squads mode, yes, it's Squad Strike. Then there's a New Game Plus for Story mode, which does make things a bit more interesting. Finally, there is Gauntlet mode, which is this game's version of All-Star mode. In the future, we can look forward to brand new stages being added, including Con Street. Then we have Iroh as the final character in this DLC pack that they're doing. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is turning out to be a very well-rounded experience that could rival earlier Smash games in terms of how much content is in it. I do wonder if they will continue to support the game after this first wave of DLC or not. The winner of the workshop contest for Rivals 2 was revealed on July 3rd. The newest addition to the cast is none other than Lorena. I was really excited for this one. I played Lorena, thought she was pretty fun, and said that she was one of my favorite entries mainly for being a wrestler. But when I played her, I didn't tap into her potential. It's only when I saw other people play her that I really saw how cool this character could be. It made me want her to be picked even more, and, well, hey, here we are in the best timeline, the one where I win. I am intrigued on how they will translate her moveset though, because it feels like they will have to move some moves around and add some new stuff for her to work in Rivals 2. I still look forward to her though, and it seems like we have at least 2 more characters to look forward to before we get our hands on Lorena. It's possible we get a character reveal during EVO. And what do you know, here they are. I predicted the future, look at that. Okay, so I thought the roster for this upcoming Smash Crusade mod was not going to be this big. Since I last talked about it, Prism Cross has revealed so many more characters. They revealed Yu from Persona 4, Kula Diamond from Dead or Alive, Albert Wesker from Resident Evil, Mega Man X, Metal Sonic, Jenny and Vexus from My Life as a Teenage Robot, and Sans? Sans! This roster is a fever dream, and again, I wasn't really expecting it to get this big. I get more and more intrigued with this mod the more it shows new stuff. There's going to be a lot to it, so I will be checking it out whenever it releases. Smack Studio is coming out of early access this month. They have been revealing more of their roster leading up to its full launch. I like this guy. His name is Buster and he looks like if Rob took steroids and has some amazing throws. He's pretty funny and I will main him. There's been more character reveals other than him of course, and there's still more to come before the game is released. Hey, Mad Watch 2 had a bunch of new characters added to it since the last news alert. Its roster is already really big, so if you haven't played it, you should, because it's free. And if you've played it but fell off, there's been some character reworks in there too, so now is the best time to play it. Ultimate S version 4.0 was released on June 29th, and it gave us multiple new characters. One of them is Bomberman, which has a completely original moveset from any other mod. Then we have Sandbag and Masked Man. Both have movesets based on their Brawl mod counterparts, with some new stuff here and there. Samurai Jack will be joining the roster for Season 2 of MultiVersus. I'm assuming that this image here was revealed during the Discord stage event that I was not a part of. Otherwise, I just kind of saw it on Twitter, and if it is a leak, sorry? I have no idea what's going on. Samurai Jack will be a sick character, even without seeing any gameplay. I love me a swordie, so he could be my new main. Now, they plan on making more announcements at EVO. At the time of recording, it has not happened yet, so if I happen to not have any time to re-record a voiceover after the announcement is made, then I will just show you what else they have announced for Season 2. Cross Impact finally added the long-awaited V1 to its roster. To me, he feels pretty jank. He's mainly just overtuned in many areas. Hopefully he gets some touch-ups to feel more in line with the other characters soon. The game is in early access, so it's got plenty of time for adjustments like that. Psst! Hey, come here. You didn't hear it from me, but you won't have to wait much longer for the next piece of Cross Impact news to happen. Seriously, don't tell anybody I told you that. Rex has finally shown some new content coming to the mod. Incineroar and Pikachu Libre will be joining the Rex roster along with the other 130-something characters that were in PMEX Remix. Incineroar is Incineroar and that's cool, but Pikachu Libre, my Pokken main, is looking pretty neat. She's not just a clone of Pikachu. I caught lots of differences in the moveset, so I'm excited to try her out. Rushdown Revolt released a new update on July 15th. It has new stages, new moves for some characters like Torment, and there's some general balance changes across the cast. It was revealed that after the 1.0 release of Rushdown Revolt, most of the original team left to work on other projects. So current projects are being made mostly by talented volunteer community members. They have asked for support through coffee donations so that they can continue to make new content for the game, like adding new stages and characters. It seems like making a new character for Rushdown Revolt takes way beyond 10k to do. And yeah, I'm not really surprised by that. Making games is really expensive, especially one at the high quality that Rushdown Revolt is aiming for. Spearfall continues to add post-launch content such as cosmetics and new minigame rooms. The minigame rooms include target practice, which is basically break the targets without a time limit, damage contest, which challenges you to deal more damage to a dummy than a new duo, and Swift Smash, which is break the targets with a time limit. Project Plus had its first balance patch in 3 years on June 24th. There were some big nerfs to top tiers. Other than that, I have yet to see how it has affected the game competitively. The Watcher's art is 100% complete, and a trailer and release date for her arrival in Fraymakers is coming soon. Yay! Once the Watcher is released, we will finally be seeing new content for Fraymakers. Like, it's going to be all new from there, and most of it's going to be stuff that we didn't know about until it probably releases, which I'm really excited for. A new update for the Woo Boy mod for Smash Ultimate was released. The patch notes say that they made some engine changes inspired by Smash 4. Ooh. Whenever I hear Smash 4, a shiver goes through my spine. But I hope they took some of the good things from Smash 4, like funny pivot movement. It also says jabs can cancel into tilts like in Rivals of Aether. Then there are a bunch of move overhauls for Ryu, Ken, Joker, Hero, Ganondorf, Mario, and more. I wish there's more gameplay of this mod because it just keeps building its own identity with all these different changes to characters. It feels like the Smash reboot people are currently clamoring for being slowly realized, and I think that's pretty neat. I don't think I've talked about this game before. So Stick Figures is a platform fighter that takes inspiration from stick figure fight animations. It had a closed alpha test that I just had no time to participate in, and it makes me really sad because this game does look sick. During the closed alpha, there were tournament matches streamed live by the creator of Stick Figures. I will leave a link to the stream in the description. I will also leave a link to the Steam page for this game in the description. As for actual news on this game, take a look at this new stage. It looks pretty sick. Still a work in progress, of course. And there you have it. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like for me because these do take some effort to make. Thank you to my channel members StreamU, Salt Levels Max, Nova, Colby, and EXO for your support. And I'll see you guys on the next Plat Fighter News Alert.